let's talk a little bit about what your job is and what you promote. So what is it that your job promotes?
Well, we're publishing a lifestyle magazine, and it is designed and created to be something that's has the look and feel for an affluent crowd.
Right.
Okay. So we're what we do. Everything we do is everything. Every issue is distributed to an area in which the homeowners have values over $750,000.
Gotcha.
So we don't go to anything any lower.
I gotcha.
Than that.
Yep.
So
In front of the right eyes.
we do, and I work with a lot of realtors on a peripheral basis. You know, they want to advertise in a magazine, so I have to deal with them on that. And then, you know, sometimes they don't want to advertise in a magazine. So, you know, I kind of work on a kind of a how many advertisers do I have per the size of the magazine?
Gotcha.
So why did you get into this business?
Well, it's kind of a interesting story, if you will. Back in 1990, I had my own 1990. What year is this? 2022?
Yeah.
It all bleeds into one,
I
man.
just dated myself quite a bit, as a matter of fact. No, back in 2019, when this whole COVID thing broke, well, I came down with it in September. So we're working on the latter part of the first 6 months of this thing.
Yeah.
And I ended up in the hospital for 5 days.
So was that like an epiphany when you went in? Like you were like, you know what? Like COVID and then everything shut down. Maybe I should change something.
Well, that's exactly what happened. I had a COVID moment, and I woke up and left. When I got out of the hospital, I woke up one morning. I told my wife, I said, I hate my job. I'm switching industries now. Either that, or I'll keep working for you and, you know, bringing you a great income until I die of a heart attack.
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
56.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Most people, how long though have you wanted to do that and you've never made, right? And you've made that pivot?
20 years.
What is the biggest thing when you're looking at the situation of I'm going to start a business? What is the biggest fear that you had maybe doing this, or was there no fear?
Oh, there's always fear. if there's not fear, there's something wrong.
You're not human.
Right. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, frankly, you know, we had to, when I started this magazine, I was selling a concept. Okay. I didn't have a magazine. Mm-hmm. I had a mock magazine.
Okay.
With a bunch of advertisers from other parts of we're a big company, but I can tell you about that later if you want. But, you know, I'm selling a concept, Henderson Lifestyle Magazine.
Yeah.
And I'm walking into somebody's house.
Post that up real quick. Show people what it is, man. So
I like that cover, man. It looks slick.
That's a nice, slick.
That is nice.
A nice, slick magazine.
This is from our March home edition.
Okay.
And that's a picture of a house from Dragon Ridge looking out.
Nice. Yep. So let's talk a little bit. So the market that you actually go after, is that like, what's that price range where it starts out at?
Well, we're looking for
$750 and above.
Yeah, that's where we distribute to. But what we're looking for, we have two sets of customers. Okay, we have our customers who are our readers. Mm-hmm. They're the ones who are consuming our product, and they're the ones who are reading our editorials.
And then the ones who want their stuff in there.
Right. And then you got the guys who. Then you got the other. Then we have our clients.
Yeah. Yep.
Those are the ones that pay the bills.
Yep.
So we've got two masters we have to serve. I got to deliver something to a client, you know, i.e. a reader who's going to find it interesting and who's going to want to actually look at it and read it. So, you know, we need to get this thing. Our whole goal is to get this to last on their coffee table for a whole month.
So let's talk a little bit about the challenges that you deal with, because I think, you know, you're trying to get people to sign up. It's sales too, right? You got to sell yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think when you look at selling is selling in any industry. What are some of the challenges? Is it for people that, you know, okay, I'm calling this person, where's the value in it for them? Like, how do you pitch that? You know, like, how do you get somebody to say, you know what, I'm going to take a look at this? Because you got to think the internet is hard on magazine publishers because you got content everywhere. You can get any, and so.
Well, you guys do online too, right? With that version of that too.
We do have a version online, but that's a great question.
This magazine, why would somebody buy that magazine versus say online?
Right. So here's what's happening. First of all, these are delivered free. We don't charge. There's no subscriptions, and we pick out the mailing routes where we deliver these to. We put them right in their mailbox every month. It goes right there. Yeah. That's number one. So I don't have to sell subscriptions. I have to sell advertising. And when you're selling advertising, we've got to come in and we've got to sell this thing for what it is. We've got to propose to a customer, look, we're going to sell you an ad. Yeah, that's number one. But number two, we're going to put you into a magazine with content.
Yeah.
That people.
It's just going to make them look sharp. It's going to make them look professional on top of their game.
Well, here's let me get to the kind of the analytic part real quick. I have a media kit that I didn't bring, but I know the statistics like the back of my hand. Our average reader is from 35 to 65 years old. Okay. They because of where we're distributed.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then on top of that, they're living in affluent homes. Okay. Yeah. That's number two. But the key ingredient to that whole metric, if you will, and this is a proven statistic that we have an outside company audit us. We pay to be audited like companies have accounting firms audit their financial statements. We have a company come in and audit us, and they review all of our delivery and everything else. But the statistic that is the thing that I like the most is that within our demographic, 51% of those people buy a product or a service from a print ad or print magazine or newspaper. Yeah, 51%.
Wow.
It's because it's the age. Now, for 35 to 65, if you were to drop that by 10 years, it's probably the flip.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, yeah. So, no, you're right about that, though, and just the fact of people coming over and having that on the coffee table and people see, absolutely.
They said, they had a statistics that people that were in a hospitality industry made a lot of money or make really sometimes the most money in real estate or lending because they understand how to take care of their client. I'm sure that's probably how you're looking at your business too, right?
Well, I've had to do some things in this business I've never even considered before. We have this thing that we preach. It's called customer love. We need to give our customers a lot of love because we want to keep them.
Yeah.
So
how do you make a realtor feel good? Feed their ego. He knows it.
Well, I got it.
We're real simple.
So I got to tell you. So this is a realtor. Okay. So a realtor, we did this for a realtor. We came in and we did a 6-page photo spread.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
On a house, and she got all the kudos. She got all the props. It's her house, it's her listing, it's her husband designed it, and her husband built it. So it's all about her. So we did exactly that.